Hey YouTube, I just want to make a video here. If you guys have a 2011 E92 or any E9X platform, 328 and 52 engine, and you're having problems with the P052B code, so it's a Vanos retard actuation timing. I do have a crack in my Vanos solenoid, however I am mechanically inclined. Just did a valve cover gasket on this. Valvetronics gasket, eccentric shaft plug, and essentially I started getting a code for a 1-cylinder misfire, and obviously the Vanos code retard timing. I didn't want to start throwing parts at it. I started unplugging coil packs. Obviously they're old, I reused them. That didn't seem to be my issue. However, I noticed when I was doing the oil change, my cage looks like this, and then I was just looking online. This piece, basically what's happening is this spring is going past each time, and every time it goes past the spring it runs shittier, you know what I mean, in the car, because it's making less and less oil pressure. The pressure from the oil filter goes to the Vanos to cause actuation. So people start throwing all these parts at the friggin' N52, but they're not realizing it's just a simple oil filter. It's an oil filter cap issue, because this bottom piece here is supposed to be bottomed out on the bottom of the cage, actually making making it stiff and causing the spring to work. This doesn't have a floor anymore. If you look at what a cage looks like online, it's missing a floor. So before you start throwing parts at your car, I suggest looking at the oil filter cap housing and then going from there. Obviously, if you don't have any leaks, like that shit's brand new, that shit's brand new, that shit's brand new, you know what I mean? Obviously, do your due diligence. If you don't have any leaks and you just fix all this shit and that's your problem, I would check that. As well as this engine did have a little bit of sludge, so I cleaned it up. I will be running an engine cleaner on the last 500 kilometers of this engine oil change cycle, and then we'll see how it goes from there. I'm gonna upload part 2 of this after I go to the dealership in about 15 minutes. I'm gonna ghetto fix this cap and limp it over there, and I'll make another part 2 video at the dealership. Thanks guys.